All right, here we are. Episode 4.
4. Yeah. 4.
So we've been gone quite a long time.
Yeah,
it's been...
since you've been gone. Put that in here. Edit
I won't. I have to make money. We've been gone, 2-3 weeks? Something like that.
I lost track of time, bro.
But yeah, we got coronavirus.
Specifically, Cody gave it to me.
Yeah, my sister gave it to me, and we recorded the last podcast, episode 3. Justin and Austin came over, and I gave it to them or whatever. But we were taking a break because I did get sick. Justin got a little bit sick, but we're back. And anyways,
better than ever.
No. Anyways, we're back with a returning guest. You guys may know him as Austin.
Not as much of an intro last time.
No, but he lives his life a quarter mile at a time with red mist. Hello, Austin.
How's it going?
And last but not least, we have
Flint again. He's
Flint
here too.
Is here.
You might hear him in the background.
Yeah. We got Poncho.
Hi.
There he is. Aiden's, Austin's younger brother, Aiden.
Good job.
That's me. You guys ever seen a picture of us together? I'm the short white one. The other one's 6'2".
With
I'm the
long,
tall barbarian.
Long curly hair.
Yeah.
Clear skin.
Somehow we're brothers, but
yeah.
looks like one of us are adopted, but we're not sure yet.
You might have talked to your mom about that.
Hopefully you guys could hear everyone. We're all kind of the same distance from the mic, but I mean it's 4 of us, and we're kind of spread out from it. So I'm sorry if you can't. You could tell me in the comments, and I'll ignore it. Yeah, we're here. It's been a while since I saw Aiden. I missed you.
Missed you too.
Yeah, and so we're part of Bandit song, which is DMVE, but our
It's actually the Bandit song podcast featuring Austin.
Yeah, I know.
But we recently just came up with nicknames. There's been nicknames that have been around for a while. Obviously, Austin's Red. Me and Aiden are Poncho and Lefty, and then Justin was ugly for a while.
And then I changed
It didn't last long either.
Yeah.
I changed my Call of Duty clan name to Westy
Yeah,
because I didn't want to be righty.
Yeah, I didn't let him be righty because I said it was stupid.
So I was Westy for a little while.
But now he's ace. So he recently started playing a poker game, which is a lot of fun. He said something about some aces, and I know he likes flying planes and everything in video games. So I was like, oh, aces
Not
pretty
in real
good.
life. I can't fly plane in real life.
Yeah.
Ask me
Well, he
to.
is. He's a professional pilot, so ladies.
I'll kill myself, bro. If I get into a plane in the cockpit, bro, I will die.
But this is the first time I've talked to Aiden since you were out of town.
And where was that?
You went to California.
Oh yeah.
But I've been meaning to talk to you about The Last of Us, bro.
What?
I-
Wait, have you finished
I
it?
started and finished it since
Yeah.
you've been gone.
This is
yeah.
the Last of Us podcast, by the way. This is the Last of Us edition.
We'll go over it a little bit. It's not gonna be.
Since I haven't played it, you guys aren't going to hear my voice very often.
It's not going to be a full length The Last of Us podcast. We'll talk about it a little bit. Me and Austin already talked about a whole lot of it.
And the other podcast or by yourself?
Just by ourselves, we playing games.
Uh-huh.
But I'm very curious to hear Aiden's, because Aiden fell in love with The Last of Us the same way like all of us did. But Aiden was in love with it. He named his PSN after the main
Put
character.
on my PSN thing. Never mind it. Austin, did we say spoiler warning?
Oh, should we do spoilers? Let's just do it. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't played The Last of Us, you could go.
It's been out for like, what, a month now?
Oh yeah,
At
but still,
least.
there's just like one people like I'm gonna play it now.
No, well, okay.
Just skip ahead to be safe 15 minutes. We're not going to talk about longer than
15
that.
minutes.
Cody's
Yeah,
actually
it's not gonna be long.
Cody's gonna put the timestamp right here.
I'm not going to do that.
Bro,
These podcasts are meant to be very easy to put out. So I want... Do you have anything you want to ask me about The Last of Us? I'll put it that way.
What do you think of the story?
Opinions. A story. I thought it was really good. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was really good. What'd you do over there, bro?
Because he turned away to clear my throat.
See, Austin moved. It's a sight gag. So Austin moved away from the mic and turned all the way around to cough.
Bro, did you see Kay Zonda?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like the Charles Rain guy, and I just started laughing at him.
Do you want to breathe into the mic?
But what did you think of the story? You didn't like it. Hold on. I'm gonna guess you hated the fact that Joel died.
Yeah, I was expecting him to die, but
You were expecting her to die?
yeah, but they should have done it in a better way instead of like early in the beginning and like just I'm gonna beat him to death.
Right. I thought that was. I thought they did it really well because
I was gonna say
They did?
they tricked us like Infinity War did by putting different things in the trailers. Like in the trailers, you go back and look at him. They replace him and conversations of him with Ellie and
Tommy.
and Tommy and stuff. Like they replaced a bunch of that with Joel to make you think like he's going to be in it, which is awesome. But then playing that for the first like when Joel died, where you guys were both like. Astounded.
I was pretty shocked. I was
Yeah.
I
like,
was shocked. I was so angry.
I was like, holy shit. I was angry too. But I was like, okay, that makes sense. It's an Ellie game.
Like, I'm not angry at the company. I was angry at the actual
group
character in the game.
Yeah. But
I was so fierce. I've never been so mad at a character in a game.
yeah, I was like, holy shit.
what do you think about this, Jose?
I haven't played it, so
We talked about it with Justin a lot, but he didn't really have much of it.
I mean, I didn't.
It.
So I played through like half of the first game, and I was like, "Yeah, this is okay," and I got bored. So I didn't play through. So I don't have the same emotional attachment that any of you guys have.
It wasn't enough anime for Justin.
Yeah, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It wasn't hype enough.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So I was just like, oh, okay. When I looked up spoilers online because I was like, I'm not gonna play it anyway. So,
but gameplay wise, you're playing as Ellie the first half of the game. What do you think of the game in general?
Story wasn't that good, I think, but I do like the physics and the actual gameplay.
Yeah, the world was cool. I
yeah.
enjoyed going around Seattle and like the rain and the water. Like that,
Yeah.
that was perfect aesthetic for The Last of Us.
Yeah, open world was really fun, but
Yeah, I
Like,
wish they had more open worlds. Though. They kind of went by quick. That open world. It was cool, but I feel like it went by pretty quick.
Oh, which one? On both sides, or?
Did she have an open world one?
yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant.
The open world part, yeah. I feel like it went by pretty quick. It was neat, but it went by.
Well, I took my time
Okay.
looking at every single thing.
I
I still didn't collect everything because remember I was telling you I'm pretty planning to go through it all. I actually went through there and it went by so much quicker because I just didn't do all the stuff I already did.
Mm.
So I went to the places where I know I didn't get instead of a guide for it. So it took me like 5-10 minutes to. I should say 5 minutes. It took me like 20 minutes to 30 minutes to get it all done.
That sounds right.
So I forgot I had to go through like 2 buildings. So.
Yeah. No. What do you think of Abby?
I think they could have made her a better character if like they kind of did some of her backstory a little bit first before Joel died. Of like
I see
justifying
that.
her.
So you're saying the fact that she killed Joel in the beginning of the game, people automatically had a grudge against her, and they were
Yeah.
100% did.
Yeah, everyone's already mad. But I think if they would have done like more of a backstory before they actually killed him, I think people would have been like, "Oh, I see why she did it too," and like would have understand.
See, I playing for Ellie's part, and you hear bits and pieces about Joel trying to keep it quiet throughout the years, what he did in Salt Lake City at the hospital. Like how he's talking to Tommy about it, how Ellie's finding things out here and there. And I realized that obviously for story point, he was a protagonist. He's a good guy in the story of The Last of Us, but he's just an asshole.
Well, in the first one, he even mentions it a lot. He said, "I did a lot of stupid stuff."
Yeah,
I did a lot. Like where the it wasn't the cannibals, was it? The part where they got in the truck and they ended up getting sideswiped.
Oh, that was before the cannibal.
It was okay.
Yeah, those are
That-
just hunters.
Yeah, just the hunters. Like he was even talking about. He's like, "Oh, I already know this.
Yeah,
Because I used to do this."
well, yeah,
But in reality, if that actually happened, I'm sure that a lot of people would be doing that because you're just trying to survive. You're just
yeah. What I've gathered, like in the first Last of Us game, I kind of opened my mind up too. I remember hearing one of the like game developers with Naughty Dog. I was watching like some interview or something, and it was the fact of I forget his name, but the guy in the school, he had like the traps in the city and everything. Who was his name?
I don't remember.
You know the traps in the city guy? He had the traps.
Oh, like that big
Bill.
fat guy?
Yeah, Bill. Yeah.
I don't know how I know that.
Anyways, Bill.
I think that's the part I probably stopped. I think that was
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he doesn't really play that much.
Yeah. Bill, you find out that he's gay towards the end while him and Ellie are driving off because she pulls out some like gay mags that she stole from Bill.
Wait, he was?
Yeah, and then other than the part where after you get out of the school and you get into a house and he sees a guy hanging, and he's super emotional about it. He's like, that was my partner. But a lot of speculation was that was his like love partner or whatever. And I remember thinking, like, oh, that's weird at first. When I heard like one of the game developers like, in a post-apocalyptic world like that, it's you find love where you do it. Like, you know, it's not like just normal everyday life, which is kind of like pretty linear to how our world has actually gone. You know, it's way more acceptable. But that kind of went my mind too. In The Last of Us Part 2 is everyone is their own good guy. Like, everyone's fighting for themselves. Like, each group is their own good person. And so Joel he's his own good person, but he's an asshole to everyone else, just like everyone else is an asshole to him. So when he killed all the people in the hospital, I was like, I totally get, like, if you put your perspective to Abby, it's like, I right away when you were playing us over in the zoo, which is super cool. You got to be in the zoo, like, after hearing about The Last of Us 1 so much. But and then she walks out to, and it's revealed, like, oh, you're at the hospital. You're like, oh shit, like, this is crazy. The connections that are being made.
I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
Yeah, and then right away I was in her shoes, and I was like, yeah, Joel's just an asshole. Just like that happened to Joel and Ellie, stuff like that, you know, where people go and kill people they know. So I was on Abby's side right away. I absolutely loved playing as Abby.
I did too.
100%.
After playing the second playthrough, I noticed that Ellie doesn't really have much of a story throughout the whole thing. It was just
revenge, and that's it.
Abby. And then you play Abby, and it's like, here's my backstory. Here's my plans. I don't really care about her. And here's, like, you know, you're learning about her fears.
Yeah, and that's super cool because she's more. I guess it's hard for a developer as well. Too, in the first game, you explored all that with Ellie already. So how do you do that in the second game?
You know how she is.
Yeah. So there's a.
She's trying to be like Joel because she was raised by Joel.
Yeah, but I love playing as Abby. Abby was this buff female, bro, and she was like the shit you would do in, like, when you go melee a person, like, you're doing like WWE wrestling moves, slamming him on stuff and like stomping their head in and all everything. It was so badass. And
that sounds funny.
That was, I'm not even gonna lie, it really bothered me how buff she was, and the fact they even had to put it in the game, how they have this really souped up gym.
Oh yeah.
When you first start playing with her, you're like, here's the reason why she's so buff.
Yeah, but she honestly, like, I could find a buff girl attractive after like seeing her as a character. I could totally do it.
Her
I thought she was attractive.
I can see a girl with, like, of course, a lot of girls can be more muscular than me. I'd be like, all right, I'm fine with that. But she's like, she didn't really have breasts. She had, like, straight up pecs.
Bro, I thought she was cool.
Okay, well, one thing I do know from that game, if you like buff chicks, bro, what'd you think of that scene?
Oh, the sex scene?
Yeah.
I think it was cool. I don't know. Like, I wasn't like super turned on.
I know everybody, like, I like pretty much the online consensus didn't like it.
Yeah, because they're just a bunch of little young kids who are very close-minded, and they're mad. Oh, Joel died in the beginning of the game. I hate this game, and they're going to complain about everything. That's just that crowd that everyone hated The Last of Us. That's what that crowd was.
All right, let's get a second and third opinion.
I was fine with it. It was funny because the reason why they started doing it was just because out of what's the word?
There was high emotions going on. Well,
because
there was anger.
It was because they were arguing. I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for.
I don't know.
So when you have like an argument with someone, and then all of a sudden you just start banging.
It's just like intense and emotional, and like you guys are on level with each other.
I'm trying to think of the name. There's a word for it. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't.
It's like when you argue with someone.
But
so because the best part is, the other thing I want to mention is that I don't know what it was, but I cannot stand the girl that was pregnant.
I hated that bitch.
I hate her so much.
The funny thing too is Abby hated her too. That's like you felt like you're in her shoes.
The best part is before they even introduced her. Like the only time when I first saw her was in the when Joel was dying.
Yeah.
For some reason, the second I saw her, I hated her. I don't know what it was. I just I couldn't wait for her to die. And then I found out she was pregnant. I was like, oh, maybe I don't really want her to die.
Yeah. But and then playing as Abby, and then Ellie's going around killing all your friends when you're playing. I thought that was super cool. Like, you did everything with Ellie, and then you go back in time with Abby, and you're kind of seeing the aftermath and stuff that's going on while Ellie's doing. I thought that was super cool.
Well, it's It's before Ellie gets there on a lot of it, not after.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I was in my playthrough, I killed every single person when I was doing my playthrough. So as I'm playing with Abby, I'm just going, I killed you, I killed you, I killed you.
But anyways, Aiden, what did you think of Abby and playing as Abby?
That was pretty cool. The only thing I really liked about her was just because of the little Chinese kid we had with us.
I don't know what the Chinese. Are they Chinese?
He was like the Ellie of the first one.
I don't know what they are. They might be Japanese. No, I think they're Korean or Japanese.
Asian.
I was gonna say, just use the term Asian, alright?
Yeah. Those characters are super fucking cool. That was such a cool thing. But then, unprofessional. Throw it away.
That was awesome. That was awesome, by the way. Comment awesome stuff.
I got it on my phone.
Comment us as a professional in the comments down below.
But everything about playing as Abby, I loved. I loved it so much. I didn't like Ellie at the end of the game. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, because the ending of it, I hated the fact that she still went after her.
Yeah,
I was so upset. I was like, "You're an idiot. You have everything right now.
I think
you could have just let it go."
Mm-hmm.
I think Abby died.
You think
she got too much cut up, and to go on a boat and go find land and medicine.
Yeah,
she had to die from bleeding out at least.
I don't know, maybe.
I doubt it.
She got like slashed 100 times.
Yeah, but yeah, what's your opinion on that, Aiden? Abby let Ellie lived twice, and the second time she explained why she let her live is because, hey, I got my revenge just like you're coming to your revenge now. I'm letting you live.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't about you, it was about him, and that was it. And Ellie still went after.
The first time I was like, okay. The second time I was like, hey.
The third time she goes, I finally got you. You're at your weakest point. I finally got you. It's like,
yeah.
Now you're gonna, and then she gets home and everything's gone. She can't play guitar now. Can't see her kids.
Guitar. That's the biggest thing. Can't play guitar.
That was like at the ending. That was one of the things. She just to prove a point that she lost everything.
Yeah, she went to go play the guitar. Like it was, I think it was a song that Joel sang there at the very beginning of the game. Yeah. She was gonna play. It was like a broken version because she was missing 2 fingers, and so it's kind of like a cool.
Why was she missing 2 fingers?
Oh, Abby bit it off.
Abby bit him off. Yeah.
But
it was a cool artsy thing that the developer did to show that Ellie was broken. It was cool because the song was like played brokenly or whatever.
Yeah, because like she comes home, how like everything's
everything's
vacant.
Gone. Yeah, I don't know how they moved all that shit so quick and in a hot door. Everything was gone out of the fucking house.
They fucking ran out of U-Haul, bro.
Well, you're also talking about her going to California.
Yeah,
and then coming all the way back. So I'm 100% sure they had plenty of time to get all that out.
It was just like after she left, like right after.
You're talking about from Seattle to California and then back to.
This is a decent.
That's a long time. It's cool. You're not driving. You're renting a horse.
What's the little boy? Oh, did you get that he was a little girl, but he wanted to be it wanted to be a boy. That's why she shaved her head, and that's why everyone's going after her. She was supposed to be a wife to somebody, but she wanted to identify as a guy.
I didn't realize that.
Did you catch that?
What?
That little shaved Asian kid.
That was a girl?
That was a girl, and she shaved her head. And it's talked about. Like they call her a girl name, but she asked Abby about it. Hey, did you hear they were calling me? And Abby didn't ask about it. But the reason
she's like, "You want me to ask you about it?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah, she shaved her head because she wanted to be a boy, and they were going after her about that because it was against their religion.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
It's like trying to be a warrior type of thing.
And so that's
I was confused by it too because like you can't be a warrior. I was like, I mean, I see, they're all warriors. Is it because he's his age or something?
That's what I thought.
But now that I remember you telling me about that, I was so confused. I was like, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, you guys must have just missed the few key word in a one conversation.
Because I remember him I remember them even asking that what he said, but I didn't really hear what they said.
Yeah.
So I just he must called him a slang word or something.
Yeah. No, I think they were calling him the girl name, whatever his.
Yeah,
girl name was.
I'm not sure. When I replayed, I'm sure I'll probably hear.
But
if I ever get back to it.
After playing the game too, I was thinking they were talking about going to Europe or whatever, and at the very end they were sailing all the way in the boat. I wonder if there's a next game, if they're going to do something with that.
I don't really want to make a new game.
Yeah,
I think
they did because she was like, I would love to go to Paris.
Yeah, I want them to make a Abby game. That'd be cool.
Maybe if they did something like the Left Behind, maybe with the first one,
the DLC. Yeah, that's what I was telling you about.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll do some kind of story afterhand or beforehand how they got there.
Yeah.
I can see more beforehand. Maybe when she was younger.
I don't think they will, only because it got bad review by people, and I don't know if Naughty Dog's actually well, it's not worth it making a little thing to it.
I'm gonna say odds are they probably already have it in the works.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't care about the user reviews.
No, I hate the fact of all the user reviews. It's because everyone. I get the opinion thing, but like, if you just don't cry about how it was.
Yeah, well, because a lot in the first game, it attracted a lot of guys. Obviously, you play as a guy in a apocalyptic zombie world. Like it goes right to that just genre of people. And so being a younger kid playing that, like you put yourself in Joel's shoes, like, oh, I'm this like strong man, I'm gonna take care of this little girl. And so you get into The Last of Us 2, he dies, and you're playing as this teenage girl who's a lesbian. It's like that's why they're mad about it, because they can't.
I know, but
understand
like,
it.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just like I hate like the small things. They're like, it's really bad writing because you choose to kill, and it's like, not really. It like is the whole point of it is like, you don't have to take out revenge and all this other BS. And like one of the reasons why they hate the writing is because they're saying you're forced to do it, and you're like, that's bad.
So like they're saying like you get the illusion of choice, but really the game makes you do it. So it feels like a choice, but like then it punishes you for making the choice that it forces you to make.
I like how Justin actually says it.
Is that
yes, that's exactly what I'm
You actually do get a choice though to kill or not.
Oh, I know, but they're talking about the writing of it.
Like, I'm sure they're talking about the choice to kill, like, main characters.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, that's just a fucking story.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying, is that I hate the fact that that's the story.
But also, they're in the resort, where Ellie's in the resort going after the slaves people or whatever. And you get to that pool area where they had 2 clickers chained up. That song I was playing, bro, do you remember it?
No, I don't think so.
That was the Black Angel song. And Black Angel's like my favorite band, like a small band from Seattle. But no, they're from Austin, Texas. But anyways, I was so happy to hear that, because it was like, oh my god, like my band is like in this fucking game. I played songs for you before.
I probably have.
Yeah. You remember the song Black Grease?
If I heard it, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Anyways,
that's Jack Cole, right? Yeah.
No.
That one? Which one is it?
There's no Black Angel song in Jack Cole.
Sure? I thought you were planning on one. Yeah, that's what I was.
A lot of the Black Angel stuff, hopefully, but. Anyways, that's it for The Last of Us talk. I kind of went about 15 minutes. Do you want to say some more? So?
No, Austin said he wanted to bring up a topic to the podcast.
You need to remind him more. He looks confused.
You need to be reminded?
Yes.
What question did you ask me today?
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I asked a stupid hypothetical question.
Like you always do?
Yeah.
Austin's hypothetical man, so...
I've been trying to do like better conversation with everyone. Everyone just hates it.
No, go ahead. Tell the podcast what you asked me. Tell the podcast.
It's a really stupid one.
And if they're good hypotheticals,
usually when I tell you guys, I think they're pretty good. Aiden was like a really stupid one.
It's like it's stupid shit. Like, what if you died though? What if you just like I'd be dead, bro?
That's not what those aren't like, the ones I use.
Like, what if you actually quit your job?
It's like I quit.
Yeah, I quit my job. Like, I got a job.
I don't think I've asked those.
All right,
it's usually like something. Oh, whatever.
We're done.
I don't want to.
What'd you ask it?
I don't want to talk about.
No. What did you ask me? I want you to say on the podcast. What did you ask me?
That's some really stupid one.
Okay.
I did it on purpose because I was in my room and he just opens the door slowly, and I was just like, I forgot what I just acted like I was naked. I was like, hey, what would you do if I actually walked in naked? Or if I was naked,
bro. And then you just walk in naked, bro.
What's the answer? I was like, and I just started going. We're talking about some podcast.
Why?
I didn't think you really was going to.
I remember.
It's funny though, because we're all naked right now.
Yeah,
it's true.
Having a circle jerk.
Well, what if we really were? What if we really were?
Well, then
what if? What? Crazy.
How do you keep getting?
I don't know. I was just gonna put it down. I think.
I can put him on the pen. He keeps coming back.
Oh, he comes on.
He wants to be on your lap, bro.
I know he does. Balls, but that's all right.
What's going on in the world right now? Nothing big's really going on.
Ghost of Sushi is out.
Yeah, that's right. None of us have played it yet. Justin's waiting to get it.
Yeah.
Now.
I've been avoiding spoilers.
It looks a lot of fun.
Is there spoilers in there?
Well, I mean, just
I guess
anything online.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch PewDiePie play to see how the gameplay looks like.
Yeah, like things like that. Like I wasn't watching those. What else?
Are you gonna get it, Cody?
Yeah, eventually.
Me too.
Anytime
soon.
DoorDash. There we go.
Oh yeah.
I just recently started DoorDashing like a week ago, and just to make some extra money on the side. But had had Jessica come with me last Saturday, and after this, we're all gonna go DoorDash, make some money. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So there's one of my last deliveries one day this week. I went to go deliver it to this house. It was a nice neighborhood, this nice fucking house. And I walk up there and I'm sitting there looking at the house. Anyways, this kid opens doors like in high school or something. He looks like those typical like meme thing right now where like the curly hair. It's like, oh my god, he's so cute.
What are they called? No. E-boy, yeah. He looks like E-boy.
Look like a little E-boy. Anyways, and I was like thinking about the house, and he opens the door, and I'm just like, here's your door. Bro, you texted me that I texted you that right after when I was done.
Here's your door.
I was like, here's your door, and I just walked away. I was like, what the fuck? I hope he did it, like, I said it quiet enough where he thought it was like, here's your order. But I was like,
or you could just like assumed you meant to say DoorDash.
yeah, I there's like all the words at once went out in my head. Like, here's your DoorDash. But yeah, and that's what I got to say about DoorDash so far. I don't know, I haven't really done it that much, but
it's all right. Yeah.
You make some decent money if you got the right times. Even when you got the right times, maybe it's still sometimes too early. Like yesterday, I went at like 6. Almost 7. Well, no, I went like about 6 to 7. I did one order, got a good tip from it, and I was waiting in a parking lot where there's like a hot spot nearby. And I was waiting there for like 10, 15 minutes and nothing happened. I was like, I'm just going to go home. I'm not going to fucking sit here forever.
Yeah, for like, damn.
But hopefully tonight, I mean, when me and Justin did it last Saturday, it was a little bit later at night.
Yeah, we were in like, what, $60?
57, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty good. So, anyways, you guys got anything to say? What's going on with you guys?
Because I have
Austin's got his list.
Yeah.
Of course I have my list. That's why I have it, for this reason. Since it's really related, since I have my brother here, the things I wanted to ask is siblings. Because Cody and Justin both lived with all sisters, versus where I live with all brothers.
Yeah.
So how is it like to live with all sisters?
You just live with girls, bro, that's it.
What?
Sorry, what did you just say?
I said you just live with girls, bro, that's it.
I mean, one thing that stuck with me, like when I just went pee right now, and when I left your bathroom, I put the toilet seat down because like
Wait, what
do you mean, a toilet seat or lid?
Just
the seat.
So
okay, I see. What I always do, no matter what, I put the lid down.
I just put down the seat.
Yeah,
it just looks nice.
I never lived with a house of girls, but I still do it because I remember my mom would always get annoyed with us doing it.
Really, not once in my life have I ever been told you got to put the seat down. Not once.
It was because my mom would like get her laundry or whatever.
Yeah,
man.
It's like you can't just go to the bathroom and leave the seat up. You got pee all over it. And I'm like, no, I didn't. One and two, fuck off.
Yeah, it's like the girls don't know how to look to see the seat's up or down before we go.
Yeah, it's like it's just dumb. Fucking what else is a sister thing?
See, how long did you live with your older sisters? Because they're a fair amount older.
Yeah, they're I only lived with my 2 oldest sisters for like from
is it memorable? Like you were
a little bit. It's like from ages like 5 to 7 or something like that. And then after that, I only lived with my my sister that's just barely older than me, or not just barely, like just older than me, and my younger sister. And I lived with my other older sister for while she was in college. I want to say like 4 to 6 years. I lived with her, and then my younger sister I've lived with for my entire life.
Yeah, she's just a year or two younger than you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a picture right now. Anyways, my sister's like 5 years older than me, average. I have 2 of them. Anywho, growing up with them, it wasn't too different than just having a sibling in general. Like my sisters both went out and partied and snuck out. We're just shit high school kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as like girly stuff, the only one thing that I could think of is
trying to find it on your
they
phone.
dressed me up as a girl.
I like to do that with them too. I like always done that with like any people I met.
Dressed them as a girl. It's a little weird.
Trying to find the picture right
Whoever
now.
had I had friends that had sisters and they would always do that to my brother.
Well, while you're finding that,
It's little me
Did you
right
find
in
it,
a
bro?
dress.
Looks pretty.
Oh yeah.
My dad was so fucking mad, bro. I'll put this on Twitter for you guys if you guys want to watch. Or not watch, but see.
My oldest sister, when I lived with her, she would, when I was like a little baby, she would iron my clothes and stuff. Like,
that's nice.
Like like when I was super young, like not like before when I turned 5, but like before I could remember, basically. Because like I didn't know until my mom was like, yeah, Ole used to like iron your clothes, make sure you looked nice, like comb your hair, and I was like, wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
I never knew that. Yeah, she's also the one that made me this
One
mask.
thing though, growing up with, I don't know if it's the same with your younger sister, but growing up with my older sisters, I have been very desensitized to the idea of like periods being like, oh, you don't talk about that, or it's weird to talk about. Like, yeah, to me, it's just like, oh, you're in a period. I don't care. Are you guys like that? Like, is it kind of weird to talk about? Like, if there's like a girl at school that talks about a period or anything like that, is it like weird to talk about? I mean, it was still weird if a girl at school was talking about her period. I was still weirded out by it because I don't know her. But it's like, I don't know.
I'd probably be pretty uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not like
that's
too
good
taboo of a
knowing
topic
this.
for me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what girl will be talking to some random guy about her period. But
But just like in general talking, like, because to them it's nothing.
Oh,
you
I know.
But to us, it is a little bit weird, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's not really too much differences.
All right, then what about
I get
let's have Aiden's insight of having all boy brothers.
Boy, brothers, as far as we know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I am sitting next to you.
Austin is coming out right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Well, as
know.
far as them, because you were younger, you're way younger than the gap between you and them is way larger than that gap between those two.
Yeah.
So there's 3 older brothers. They'll catch everybody up on the Johnson family. There's Austin Johnson, he's the oldest. Alec Johnson, which is my age. Austin's a couple years older than I am. And then Aiden Johnson, he's 15 and a half right now.
Yeah, I am.
So the gap is larger between Aiden and those two. Anyways, as far as, because I grew up with these two. They fought all the fucking time.
Oh yeah, we all the time.
I remember Austin told me a story once where they were fighting one day and his mom called and he's talking about his mom and she says, oh, where's your brother at? And Austin's like, oh, he's just laying on the floor crying right here.
I can believe it. Really happened.
Bro.
It wasn't like I'm the older brother. It was about even on fighting.
Because
like,
he's a little shithead and would always go at you like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was the bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm like way
There was a little
than
bit
him.
in the bag. Like my bag has those on.
We're in the middle of a podcast. Shut up.
Aiden's gotta be ADD and pick up everything.
No,
Touch
I
everything.
don't, bro.
You're holding Flint's dog bag right now.
Yeah, it's important for my health.
Yeah.
I need to feel it. I'm like a blind.
Do you remember them fighting growing up?
Still do.
Kind of. A little bit, not really.
You still fight.
Tell a story about the sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a couple days before my birthday.
How old are you guys?
If I remember right, I was like turning 14 to 16, around that
So
age.
Alec was about like 12, 13.
And I was like early in elementary school.
He would have been 1 year younger than me by the time of that.
I was like probably like 5 or something.
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
so I have a really good friend other than these two. I known them. I known him longer than Justin,
I don't know so.
and then but Cody. I known him longer because we're cousins.
Yeah.
But he's a really good friend of mine. He lives out in Missouri right now. But we had him over because he came from like out of state. And he was staying there for like a week, whatever. It was nice. We were hanging out.
I don't remember him being there in the story.
He was there. He went to like almost every birthday I had because we always go to the resort.
We'll get to the story. Forget the setting.
Where's he from? What's his backstory?
It's kind of related because it was me, Alec, and him. We had these foam Nerf swords. I don't know if anyone remembers those.
Yes.
It's a pretty sturdy sword though. It's
really
It's not
sturdy.
flimsy.
Yeah, it's like piece of plastic inside of
Yeah,
it.
it's got like a PVC
But
core.
Yeah.
These were cool ones. You had 2 and you can connect them together.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you can connect them together. There's like little things.
I'm guessing you got like when
No,
growing up,
because-
you got to play with it afterwards.
no,
I think that was mine.
They were his. They were his.
Yeah, and so
But we were playing with them in the living room.
Your parents are gone.
yeah,
Oh yeah, they were gone for like they go get stuff for the trip.
yeah.
But me and Alec and him were all fighting in the living room, and
I was watching. I was just bystander.
We were fighting. Alec goes, "Oh, there's someone at the door," and he swings the sword behind him, and then the sword just goes straight through the TV.
And it was a flat screen, but it was one of those box.
Yeah,
it was hollow
a box
inside.
projector screen.
Yeah.
So like the screen was like almost like almost projector material. So it went through that. So there's a tear in it, and then it was all cracked from where like the plastic sits.
Yeah.
So the best part is we never took it out. Yeah. We were just like panicking, like, "Oh crap, what do we do? What do we do?"
Start packing your bags.
Yeah, pretty much. And my dad walked, and then they come in. We're like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Don't get mad, don't get mad." Like we're kind of like talking about it, and my dad just goes, "What the fuck did you guys do?" Like the top of it off, the TV wasn't even a year old. It was almost a brand new TV. He spent like a lot of money on the TV.
Didn't you guys just? The TV still worked, didn't it?
Yeah,
it still worked. They kept it.
Yeah, we had it for a long time after that.
Yeah, we still kept it.
Wait, did we keep it until we moved to the
I don't think it damaged.
Yeah, but then we went to the
like the projector screen.
Eventually, when we moved, we ended up getting a new TV.
But so you just had a hole in your TV?
Yeah.
There's
just like a.
My dad did. He just bought it. He just bought it, and he didn't want to. He was just like,
y'all could duct tape that closed.
Bro.
He was like, "This is what you guys get."
It was cool to look inside of it. Like I would look at the colors change.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
That's why I need glass.
That's probably true. But, too many things I did.
Yeah, that was like me and my brother did a lot. But me and my brother, the middle one, because me and Alec were like super close growing up. Because we were the same, like almost the same age, so we did almost everything together. Not as much now. We talk here and there. It's just because we have our own business now.
Yeah.
Like I texted him like almost all day today, just talking to him. But
let me see that, Aiden. So, my little niece, I was playing with you guys. No, you guys.
Oh,
yeah. Video games. And she came in my room a whole bunch. And she saw this. And to her, it's a whistle.
Describe it. Yeah.
It's a whistle. Yeah. It's a dog toy. It's shaped like a whistle. It has like the inscriptions on it where like a hole would be to blow. And she picks it up and goes. she looks at. She blows into this dog toy. Like it's like a plush. It's not actual plastic. It does not work.
It's like a stuffed animal. It's got a little face.
And she blows in and she looks at it because it doesn't work, and she just throws it away. They just like little kids. They're so stupid and funny. It's great.
Doesn't even like skip the beat. He just goes just stupid. They're just idiots.
Anyways, Aiden was messing with that, so I brought that up.
But yeah, like me and Alec, like there's a couple of stories I have, like me and him.
Go pick up another thing, bro. Go find something around in Cody's room.
Jesus, let me finish my goddamn story. Stop touching.
I'm not.
Anyways, like the other story we had is I always had to fight Alec's battles. Why do you guys?
Cody just handed Aiden Flint's teeth.
Yeah, Flint lost some puppy teeth.
I thought they were mints.
Do you really?
No.
Just throw us in the mouth and
I think they're like tiny skulls.
Just like them. But yeah, like growing up, I always had to fight Alec's battles. Alec would always get into fights with like random neighbor kids I would never meet, and I would always he go, "Hey brother, want to go to the park?" I go, "Sure, why not?" We go to the park, and all of a sudden I hear some kid around the corner and go, "That's him, that's the guy." And I was like, "What, Alec? What are they talking about?" And I like look over to my side, and he's already at the end of the street. I always tell you guys that story, but it was just funny the fact that like we get there he is, and I just turn around and I just see Alec at the end of the road. I'm just like, really? They had to go down there and fight him. Alec, he doesn't know me. I don't know him. I don't know the whole story. I'm the big brother. I had to go fight him. Being the big brother freaking sucks sometimes. I always have to do all the.
I always wanted a brother, but then seeing these two grow up, Alec and Austin, I'm just like, I'm fine with that. I like being alone. It sounds depressing, but like it's nice to have my space.
I like that too, bro.
Remember when you came to my house, literally like a couple days after my birthday, when everyone was gone?
Oh yeah.
Freaking Cody.
Oh yeah. So let me paint the picture for everyone.
Oh, you can order a house and find no one's home.
So I go to Austin's house, and he's living in. His parents' garage was converted into a separate apartment.
Okay, before we say anything, it was considered a garage when we moved in. But
I explained. It's converted.
It's an apartment. Because people were like thinking like, oh, it looks like an actual garage. There's no like garage door or anything. It's legitimate. Like when you walk in, you never expect to be a garage.
It's basically another mini house.
You can only tell it was a garage just by the floor. But other than that, like it's an actual like it's like a casino. It's a 2-seat. I'm not a 2-seat. It's a 2-bedroom apartment
with a bathroom, living room, kitchen, and everything.
Yeah. Anyway, so I get there and I go in. Well, Austin comes out and greets me. I get Flint and we go walk in there. And it is pitch black inside. And nothing, no TV's on, nothing. Nothing's on. It's completely quiet in there. There's just a couch right there. And I'm like, bro, why don't you turn some fucking lights on? I can't see anything. It's like, I just sit in the dark. You sound like my mom.
Bro.
Austin's just sitting on there.
Austin's just sitting in
swiping on Tinder. Austin's sitting on the couch by himself in the dark, swiping on Tinder.
Don't get me wrong, like that was really bad and iPhone. That's the two things I was doing. Before you came, and I would just sit in the dark, and it's funny because my dad even like a week before that, my dad even walks in and he goes, "Why don't you turn some damn lights on? You're just sitting in the dark." And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just chilling on the couch on the phone. I don't know.
That's
so since you've been gone, I've been having more lights on because everyone just.
Yeah,
smack. Instead of just staying in the room in the dark, I'd have the lights on to sit in the light.
So me and Austin, we didn't really celebrate a birthday, but I brought him some canes. I gave him as a gift, and we played Call of Duty for a little bit, and then we literally sat on the couch, swiping on Tinder, not talking to each other. Yep. Every once in a while, I'd be like, "Hey, look at this one."
That was literally the whole day. It wasn't even the whole day. It was just like an hour or two, whatever it was. It wasn't long.
But. What do you want, bro? You almost hit the fan. You almost got your hand. What else has been happening in the last few weeks?
That's about it.
I know a couple people have reached out just for me posting stuff on social media, like nothing DMVE related or anything, but got some comments like, "Hey, I missed the Bandit song podcast. When's the next one coming on?" or whatever. But I'm glad there are some people who like it. I know people who like it because they like it. It's not just like you're watching a casual video because it is a long video. So those of you, I think we call them the Bandits, Justin.
I think so. Yeah. Either that or.
Anyways, you bandits. Thank you for watching and thank you for liking it. It's really nice to have somewhere to like just to talk and.
It's nice to feel appreciated around here.
Yeah. Let me see if there's anybody who is saying questions or anything.
All right. Cody's gonna look on Twitter. I actually just got a text message that says,
"Oh wow, your phone wasn't on?
My Ghost of Tsushima is here." So I'll be playing that when I have to go. All right, so we're gonna turn off the mic now. I'm gonna leave. But yeah, that's.
Text someone to throw it in.
Am I allowed to talk about any future projects they've talked about?
No, my girlfriend has it.
Yes, I think there's only one future project I talked about.
Which one?
I'm talking about JC.
JC.
Yeah, all right, we got talking to the mic. We're fucking talking to each other.
No, they just hear us mumbling to each other.
I think we talked about that on the last podcast last time. Yeah.
I was thinking about it today.
Oh, speaking of the last podcast. Anyways,
good, bro.
That was a good talk.
I said in the last podcast, I think it was the last one, but it was 2 or 3. But I said my favorite person, not just like not my favorite friend, but my favorite person in the world is you, Aiden.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Just your pureness and like.
Does that mean I should be watching the podcast? Is this baiting me to watch the podcast?
It is, bro. Mm-hmm. Just you're so pure as a human and like
pure.
Like you're. I don't know how to explain. I explained it better on the podcast.
Is it because my hair looks like Jesus Christ?
Who?
It's Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
He means the Burger King.
Oh, actually, you guys are Burger King.
Just need a crown, bro.
What is it? Bandit song? Bandit? Oh yeah, Bandit song.
It's like Bandit Pod or whatever you fucking
Bandit Pod. Bandit Pod. That's use hashtag Bandit Pod. We want you guys to give us topics and give us stuff to talk about. But whether it's D&D related, give us stuff in your personal life to talk about, debate, give you advice on. That'd be super cool.
Yep. And if it's wrong, Cody will put the right hashtag on.
Hey Cody, what if I just started saying this number on this funny thing and the address?
Okay, so this is a sight gag again.
I know, and
Aiden forgets that this is a podcast and people can't see what he's fucking doing.
Okay, yeah, but I said, what if I said it?
Yeah.
Go down.
I know,
so what was happening is he was holding Flint to his face and asking Cody if he would say his phone number.
Anyways,
aloud on a tag.
A funny thing during then. You guys missed it.
Preston, you've been a fan for a while. He likes Michael Jackson. I know that. His profile picture is Michael Jackson. Yeah. I don't know how to say your last name. It's Lape or Lape?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like you told me before, but I don't remember. Anyways, he said, I love when people do this, by the way. is they. I might have talked about this in the last podcast. I don't remember, but the one they text as if they're actually talking. So if they mess up, they're gonna leave it in there and correct themselves in the same text. I think it's funny. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense, but I think it's funny.
Strange. Yeah, but I get it. Okay.
I'll read his. He said at Cody DMVE. I forgot the podcast hashtag. ... Never mind. It's hashtag Bandit Pod. LOL. Anyways, he said in the studio, how did you get the red carpet scene filmed? How did you get the red carpet? I mean, anyways, it was just a capture. It's a capture death match thing that I made, and I just put the stunt tracks in red down there to make it look like a carpet, and I added the white thing to make it look like a picture background thing, and I just added borders where the camera guys could hide behind there and look like a paparazzi. It was, I mean, then whenever we did it, every single actor I put in there, all the paparazzi, they turned their backs.
They turned around,
backs on us. And if you watch this, go back and watch the studio, there's actually, you could see them. They're all just facing away from us for no reason. And the funny thing is, in the comments, somebody commented about that. He's like, yeah, I don't know why that happens in some captures. Like, this classic, they just turn around, they just face all in one direction for some reason. But that's, I don't know if there's much else as far as hashtag Bandit Pod goes.
Only one person said something?
Well, no, because sometimes when I look up the hashtag, not all of them show up for some reason.
All right, Austin, you got a topic?
There's
Pull up your list, bro.
Give a note?
Yeah, he has a list, a full on list.
I do.
Okay.
So,
my list is up here.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
did you?
So we play a lot of games.
Yeah, that's true.
What was what's like the one game you guys regret playing? Like you just hated playing?
Hated playing.
At first, it sounds like a stupid question, but I'm gonna think.
Yeah, that's
No, to me, it just sounds like
You guys like the
regret
Force, right?
playing a game.
I would have stopped playing it if I hated it.
Oh, exactly.
I mean,
Did you guys like the Force?
the Fort? I like the Fort.
Like
Yeah.
a game like you regret playing. Like it could be from like the end because of the ending or just the gameplay in general.
Oh, just any game or just games we play together?
Oh yeah, just any game.
Oh.
I regret playing. Let's see. I can't think of much. I mean, like if I didn't want to play it, I stopped playing it. Like Last of Us 1, I was just like, I don't want to play this anymore, so I stopped playing it.
I'm trying to think.
I didn't try to force myself through the game.
There's one game, but I'm not calling it a bad game. It's just something that I didn't really enjoy. It was the Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No,
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure it would have been a good story, but I think because I just found it kind of challenging when I was just trying to get through, and I kept on dying. I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
You see, the way I was introduced to that was, all right, ASMR bag opening.
Oh,
The way I was introduced to that was I got Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Ghost of Fallen Order all on Christmas.
Oh wow.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get good at these fucking melee games like Dark Souls or whatever. So I played. I was most excited for Sekiro, so I played Sekiro, got my ass fucking handed to me.
Oh yeah.
So I went to Jedi Fallen Order and I played through that, and it was easier, I felt. And then I went back to Sekiro and beat that, and then I went back to the Fallen Order game again and played through it on the hardest difficulty, and it was fun. And then I still haven't played through all of Bloodborne, but yeah.
Like, you mean be a game like you thought
Justin
was
has
good?
a lot of time on it.
Bro, this is since fucking Christmas of last year.
But still, I've how much games have I beaten since Christmas of last year? The Last of Us and Red Dead came out before that.
Yeah, it did come out in October.
The Last of Us and Call of Duty.
You
Yeah,
played
pretty
the story
much
on
the
that,
same thing
yeah.
for me. I bought so many games, they still have been.
Actually,
You know what game I didn't like playing? Assassin's Creed 3.
You
I
didn't
loved the Assassin's Creed franchise until Assassin's Creed 3.
Which
I didn't
one?
like the story. It's the one that sets in America.
Is it the
Revolutionary.
Okay,
Yeah.
You didn't like that one?
I didn't like that one.
Really? I thought that one was really good.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
I didn't like Unity either. The
didn't
French
play
one.
it.
I played it and I never beat it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that fun.
I never
got bored
liked
so quick.
Origins. I didn't like that one.
I never played Origins.
I have Odyssey right now, and I like Odyssey a lot. I only got Odyssey just so I can prepare for Valhalla, since they kind of changed how the game plays since
I was watching my roommate play the Greek one. Is that Odyssey?
Yeah, Odyssey.
And like it looks so much different than like older Assassin's Creed games.
Aiden has to train for the upcoming game.
I do, bro. Or no, I was trying to like because like they changed their game mechanics. Obviously. Like since like Black Flag.
I've heard of that. Yeah, last time I played with Black Flag.
Yeah, I think that's like the last. Does that feel good?
Kind of does. It's very nice.
Flint's looking kind of safe right now.
Yeah.
Growing up, I had some bad games. It was fun because it was like the only games I had.
Mm-hmm.
I was really young, so
Like
I
what?
didn't really get a choice. What?
Do you have a title?
Yeah, one of them was I actually played a Shrek Xbox game.
What?
Like what?
Yeah, they have a Shrek Xbox game I had.
I don't know.
Shrek.
Oh,
Shrek, bro.
Right. I thought he was saying Strike.
Me too. Yeah.
Shrek.
We had Madagascar.
Madagascar I played too.
PS2 game. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
If we were to play through it again, because I saw the actual gameplay with the Shrek one, I was just like, I remember this game. Let's see how it looks. It was the most boring, stupidest game I've ever saw. I was like, I used to love this game.
I started out.
Another one I had was Ed and Eddie too.
That was a fun one. I actually enjoyed that one too.
I had some really bad games.
No, the goodest game you had on that was Simpsons Hit and Run.
Everyone likes that one though.
I played that at your guys' house.
Yeah, we had
That's
that.
a really dumb game.
We had it on the GameCube and the PS2.
Yeah, the GameCube one was good. I like that one.
I had another one was
It's not like it was different.
I keep forgetting the name of it. It's like called Maximus or something like that. And it was on it was a PlayStation game, the first PlayStation game. But I had it on the PS. Whatever we call it, cross-gen. Not cross-gen. Whatever.
Crossplay.
It was cross. Whatever it's called. It's a PS1 game, but you play it on PS2.
Backwards
Backwards
compatibility.
compatibility. But I remember me and Alec loved playing that game, and one of the most stupidest mechanics of that game, I really thought after like growing up and realizing it, was that when you were on low on health, his armor would break and you were just in boxes running around. It was actually a pretty popular game during the time, I believe.
Yeah.
What was it?
I have to look it up, but it's called like Maximus or something like that.
Max Fury?
No, it was just like a night game.
Oh.
It was like weird, stupid graphics too and everything.
What was we'll go around the table here. What was the first game you beat ever?
Fucking Lego Star Wars 1, bitch. That fucking was so good. Whoa, that was my game, bro.
Austin?
Dude, you don't understand how many games I played throughout my life.
I think I can give a guess for mine. Same thing as Justin. I think it was
Actually,
it was the first Lego Batman on the DS.
Wow.
I think that's the first game I ever beat. It was the first Lego Batman on the DS, I believe. I think just other games, I think Austin beat them for me, so I just messed around all over the place. But the first like playthrough game I've actually done is the first Batman Lego.
The first, I just remembered, the very first game I've actually beaten, and was so proud of, was Pokemon Blue. I'm obsessed with Pokemon. I'm still am to this day. I love the Pokemon games. I still play the old ones just for that nostalgia feeling. So I do a lot of cheating on the new ones. But before it was on the Game Boy Color. I legitimately beat it on there. It was nice. Except for I was like, if you ever played like the first Pokemon and you're like, I was like 8 maybe or something like that. You always leveled up your starter. That was it. You didn't level up anyone else. You would have them on there, and you try level them up, but you would always use your main starter. So like my main starter was like level 65 to like 70 something, and like the rest were like level 20.
I still do that. I don't mean to do it, but I just still do it.
Well, they kind of fixed that for the newer ones because you have the XP share all.
Yeah.
So it loads up your whole team. You can always turn it off, but I leave it on even though I hate it.
I remember the first Pokemon I got was Emerald, but like I kept my team balanced, bro.
How old were you when you played it?
Like high school, freshman year.
Okay, that's different. I was like 8. Freshman when I played Pokemon Emerald, I was like already.
Technically, the first Pokemon I got was my sister gave me her Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue, and I accidentally like released a bunch of her Pokemon.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this. I was like, I feel her.
No, well, I mean, she didn't like.
I remember
Aiden
did
like
something
want
like
it
that
back.
to me, and I
But,
was so pissed. I was so pissed when he did that. One of my first one of the Game Boy Blue.
Wait, what did I do?
You I think you just did a new game or something. And I was so upset.
That's what I did, and like it deletes all your save files from the new game,
probably,
which sucks.
I was so upset, and I think that was like my actual like first like save on it. So I was so upset. Of course, I grew older. I'm like, I would reset most times just so I can replay it. Except for the newer ones.
You haven't said your first.
My first game I ever beat was Red Dead Revolver, the PS2. Yeah.
I never played that.
No,
I know it exists, bro.
A lot of people have.
I had Red Dead game. I don't remember. It was a really old one.
Can't you get
That's
that
the
on
only other
PS4?
one, Red Dead Revolver.
Okay, so that was one I had.
Probably PlayStation.
I never beat it
I
though.
don't think it is. I think they have like a remastered thing.
I don't think so.
No.
They haven't remastered that game. No.
I don't know. It might be for PlayStation Plus. I've always seen it on the store.
I mean, they might have remastered it. Well, you say PlayStation 2?
No,
I remember
They
there
probably
was,
never remastered it.
there's a couple parts I remember not being able to beat. It was pretty much the first level almost. It was like when you first do your first standoff. Call it duel.
Yeah.
I think that was the only part because I remember you be getting on the train. And there was like a train heist or something like that. I don't
All you had to do
remember.
was follow the train, CJ.
It was like you're like on. Am I right? Isn't there like a train?
It's been so long. There's a train part, but there's probably many train parts in that game. I don't remember.
I remember there was like a train part, and you like some. It's been like years since I played it. I wonder how good I would
It's
be
a cool
now.
game. The John Marston is modeled after the main character in Red Dead Revolver with the scars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even John Marston.
No,
it's
his
like
name's
some
Red
random-
Harlow.
Yeah.
Is what he is. But anyways, it starts off like a typical Western movie. Like they're just on a ranch house in some plain field somewhere, and some bandits or whatever, outlaws, what do you want to call them? They come in to this house, and it's his Red Harlow and his parents, and they go to kill his dad or something. They shoot him and throw his gun in the fire. Red Harlow goes to pick the gun up and shoot the guy, shoots his arm off or something like that. I forget. It was a powerful pistol apparently.
I actually kind of vaguely remember that for some reason.
After that, like you play as him most of the time, but every once in a while you play as a different character, a different part of the storyline. Like you play as a girl who is the girl from McFarlane's Ranch, Bonnie McFarlane. She's modeled after her, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Anyways, you're riding a buffalo with her. You're on a buffalo riding around or shooting your rifle and shit.
Riding a buffalo?
Yeah, you're riding a fucking buffalo.
That's realistic.
Or a bison.
We still have it.
Buffalo?
But and then you play as like a Native American doing some cool shit. You play as a Civil War. I think it's Civil War. Yeah, it's gotta be Civil War. Play the Civil War like general going around the battlefield shooting and or whatever. It's a pretty cool game. But yeah, that's my first game I beat. I remember I beat it and I was so proud of myself. The credits started rolling.
You know
or
what the
something.
actual game I was so proud of myself? Was Halo 2.
I never played it.
I know. I don't think anyone else here played Xbox.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't played the story at all, but I've only like gone to a friend's house and played like multiplayer with them.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the newer Halo.
No, I played Reach with them mostly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Halo 2 was like
I didn't play the
playing
older
that.
ones.
It was like when the first Xbox came out.
Your Shrek Xbox?
Huh?
Shrek Xbox?
Yeah,
Shrek?
I get it, bro. I can't talk.
No, I was.
He's quoting something.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Shrek Xbox.
The Shrek Xbox, donkey.
Shrek.
I know he's saying
Fuck it,
Shrek,
bro, fuck
but
it.
I'm repeating what I said.
Next
You
meme.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah.
I just said Shrek on the Xbox, and then I thought you were repeating what I said.
No.
That's literally what I said.
Okay.
Anyways,
Drop it. What's the next thing we could talk about?
We're about to wrap up, actually.
Yeah.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
What?
sorry, an hour.
2 hours.
No. We're about to go do some DoorDash right now.
What else can we talk about for just like?
I got some just housekeeping stuff. Like business.
Okay, talk about
You
that.
heard that term before, housekeeping?
Yeah,
Like
go ahead.
in a job?
It makes sense.
Okay.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I understand what you mean by that.
Oh, I just have some stuff to say, like just channel related stuff.
Oh,
Do it, pussy.
I didn't know what it was.
Do it, pussy. Do it, pussy.
Anyways, some housekeeping before we go. As far as the Jack Cole stuff, I have not done anything else on it. I've thought about it, but I
We've
haven't
had
done
Corona
anything.
for the past couple weeks, so I
That
think that's
and
allowed.
I'm back at my parents' house living with them, and we've been really busy trying to sell the house. And I got this dog, and I got a job, and it's hard to really do so. So as soon as we move and stuff, hopefully things will be more settled down, and I'll have just more time. But also, I've been thinking I want to do a director's like commentary for the studio. I might sit down one day and just do that and put it out. I don't know. A lot of people have a lot of questions about it.
Sounds neat.
And they'd like that. But
You can answer some of the questions you already answered in the podcast too.
Yeah.
Like for people who don't watch that.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I think that's it. If you guys, again, like I said, give us stuff to talk about. We want to interact with you. Use the hashtag BanditPod.
like I said, I have a list.
Even if you're not going to watch the podcast, like, why not? You know, just give us a question.
They're not going to hear this because they don't watch.
Well,
they actually skipped through it.
Then tweet it out, bro. I didn't even think
bro.
about that. We'll tweet it out again. No.
But,
like I said, I have a list, but I can only make a list for so long to think of ideas. And they're like really dumb, like questions.
What if this podcast ended? Bye.
Bye.
What if it did, bro?
You're so funny.
Bro, but what if it didn't?
Bro, what if it did?
There you
Bro,
are.
bye.
Bye,
No,
everyone.
bye.
Need an intro us out or outro us.
Yeah, good.
Do a YouTube outro.
Okay, guys, that was it for our podcast. We talked about a lot, and next podcast is going to be different, I promise. So please go down on our Patreon and donate to us. And
Can we all say the same
like
thing?
and hit the subscribe button. And thank you. This has been DMV Podcast. And,
Don't forget the bell.
It's not the DMV
don't
podcast.
forget to shoot the bell, guys.
And get the bell notification. We stream on Twitch every Saturday. Thank you.
I literally said the same thing last podcast too.
If you're going to donate, go donate to my PayPal, CodyAirs48. If it's an email, go at gmail.com. Bye.